Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila B. Lynn. I'm coming to you with a review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 5, Episode 9. This episode was called Preaching to the Liar. So I'm just like, so who the liar and who the preacher? Because I guess in this episode, they said, Destiny said Melody was the liar. So anyway, preacher, chat, I don't know. But anyway, this episode picks up where it left off, where they had the whole peace dinner at Stormy's house. And it left off where the conversation of Destiny and Melody had their whole back and forth over, did I speak, did I did not speak, and is that the reason why you're upset? The point is, she's not upset. Well, she is upset, not only because of the fact that you did not speak to her or she did not hear you speak to her. It's just the fact that she was just mad from the prior conversation. Because Destiny said the last time that she saw Melody, chairs were being thrown. They did establish the fact, even Kimmy vouched for Melody, that she did speak. Letitia chimed in and said that Destiny was very, very upset. It was all over her face, even though she did not vocalize how upset she was. She was very, very upset. But yeah, Melody begins to say she just want to normalize people's feelings. If they don't want to talk, they don't have to talk. If they want to talk, then they can talk. Just however that person feels, we should just let them have those feelings. They don't have to be friends. They can be cordial. They can be in the same place, and just be there. And I guess that's pretty much what it is. They raise their glass. They clank, clank. I guess. Oh yeah. Destiny's cousin did speak too. She said that she believed the reason why Destiny was mad too is because Melody came to the event and she was not invited and she was already upset. And then one more thing, Destiny was not even looking at Melody when she came in. So when Melody did speak, you still not going to be able to really hear because you're not even looking at her. You already mad. You ain't looking at her. Kimmy was facing Melody, so she could see Kimmy. Kimmy can see Melody say, "Hey, Destiny. Hey," But anyway, this conversation is long, it's drawn out. I really don't care because in this episode here, it actually showed people that have real problems. And this right here is minuscule. It's trivial. It's anyway. So back over at the Scots 2.1, is it 2.0? 2.1, whatever they call themselves. Marceau is having a date night inside the house. He laid out a charcuterie board. They had a picnic in the living room, child. They had a picnic in the living room. He had some grapes and some crackers. Child, they just sitting there eating. He talking about he trying to do something for her. He trying to be a better dude for his wife. And he don't like Dr. Francis. It's not he don't like Dr. Francis. It's just that somebody can go toe-to-toe with Marceau, pretty much. People don't have to just sit up and hear Marceau talk and think that Marceau is right, and nobody combats with him. So he finally had somebody that could be combative with him. And I guess Marceau probably just don't like it. It is what it is. I think Dr. Francis makes you see yourself. Because if you not really been going to Dr. Francis, then you wouldn't be having date night on the floor in the living room. And Marceau also said that Dr. Francis was coming real hard at Louis. Child, Letitia said Louis and Tiffany. But shoot, they got up and they left. So they didn't want to do the work. It is what it is. And then Letitia brings up the fact that she's having a period party for her girls. She does have 2 young girls. I think it's Macy. She's at that age to where real life is going to happen. She may not know the day that it's happening. Oh, but it's going to happen. I would tell y'all my daughter's period story, but I haven't got permission from her. But that day was a day. Child, we was at the movies. Nah, I'm not gonna tell that girl business. But anyway, child. As a mother, like Kimmy said, and everybody say, I always keep extra pads because you never know when you gonna need them. Especially when you got little girls that's of that age. Child, that was a whole mess. I couldn't even watch my movie right. What a time, what a time. Anyway, so yes, but it is very good that, because men have to be there too. Men need to know about their daughters. They need to know that their daughters are growing up, even though a lot of men don't like to accept their daughters are growing up. Yes, they do grow up. And yes, there may be times when you have to go and buy pads for your daughter. So, yeah. Anyway, I just thought it was very educational. And it was, it was very educational. And now if I'm sniffing and if I sound like this, it's because I was crying through this movie, through this episode. Because it's real. Like I was crying. And yes. Yeah. But anyway, so Kimmy and Maurice, they're going to go get her biopsy done. And they're talking about, what could or what could not be. And they said 72 hours. But Kimmy, she just wanted to pretty much say that when she found out, everything really did happen really fast. They just, they got she found the lump. She got the mammogram. She got the ultrasound. Now it's time for the biopsy. She said they really were on their job. And then, when you're nervous, you just start bringing up stuff that really don't matter. But in your head, you're just like, I need to take my mind off of it. So she started looking at her shoes on her feet. Like I brought the wrong shoes. And Maurice was just like, oh, I wish I could have been there for the first time, I guess, when she got the mammogram. And she was like, Chad, I didn't want to just have you and my mama in there. And I'm getting a basic, mammogram. Well, this ain't basic, but I'm getting my regular annual checkup, my mammogram, She just wanted to feel like a regular doctor's visit. But now he is going with her. He is supporting her. She says she thanks him for being there. She thanks him for coming with her through this, yeah. So yeah, it's a lot. So Destiny is having her photo shoot for that song on 10. I swear I feel like that song been out for the last 2 years. I've been hearing that song. She's been talking about this song. Ain't it been about 2 years? Child, but anyway, so she over there in the corner looking like she hiding behind a door taking pictures. Melody walks in and they have this playful banter between the two. Melody tell her to stick her leg out. Destiny tell me, do I look like Big Bird? Destiny said, do I look like Big Bird? Melody kind of laughed. I mean, you do look a little birdish. Anytime you got a big leather, yellow with some feathers on, child, and then you look a little puffy, you can look like Big Bird. It's okay. Every day on Sesame Street. It is what it is. But it's like, and to me, it looked like an uncomfortable playness. Like they're trying to break the ice. And it's fine because they need to get to a place to where they can be cordial. They sit down, they talk, they have the back and forth. And then I guess my whole thing with this conversation is because in order for me to move forward with a person, I have to go back. I have to lay the foundation on why we're here today. I just can't, because it's almost like Melody is over it. And that's fine that Melody is over it. But at the same token, Destiny ain't over it. So you want to push I'm over it on Destiny, but Destiny still needs closure. And I'm that type of person. Yeah, when I'm over it, I'm over it. But when I need you to hear what I got to say, I need you to hear what I got to say. And I don't need you to be dismissive of what I need you to hear. I don't want to be going back. We talking about who said who manipulative. We saying who said who was a liar. But y'all do have to go back to go forward. That's how you truly break an ice. That's how you truly get to a level playing field to where everybody can move forward. Because they are both still harboring feelings. even though they said in this meeting between the two of them today that they can be in the same place, they gonna speak, they're not gonna be childish, all this X, Y, and Z, even in the previews ahead, they still got an uncomfortable, something that's not closed because they still have to go back. But anyway, girl, let them figure that mess out. They'll be all right. It is what it is. Anyway. So now they're at the period party. They got the little girls there. It seems like a very, very good event. I wish I knew about stuff like this, around my daughter's age. But my daughter is, child, she's 17 now. But, and even with my daughter too, I tried to be like, oh, you started your cycle. Do you not want to go to, you want me to go, do you want to go to school? Yes, Mom, I can go to school. Do you want me to write a note to the teacher? No, don't write a note. I'm like, I wanted to keep her home. Remember on the Cosby Show when Rudy had started her cycle and the mama was trying to have popcorn and movies and books and all of this stuff. And Rudy was like, Mama, I just want to go. I don't have time for this. That's how my daughter was. She was like, But, at the end of the day, girls do stuff how they do them. But it is very, very good. It's very educational. And I love seeing young entrepreneurs, the girls that were there that started their own little, product line and self-care journeys to help other little girls have their self-care journey when it comes to their cycles and, how to maneuver with them. You need pads for your friends and stuff like that. Because there have been situations when I've been at school and my friends that have pads, I'm like, I got a pad. Child, help me out. But, this is good. It's very educational, very informative. And Letitia said that she originally wanted men to come, but then, she decided not to because she didn't want the girls uncomfortable. I feel two ways about that. I feel like the men could have came because men do need to normalize the girls have their periods. For real. And it doesn't have to be this big secret. Yes, you do have to be discreet. Yes, you have to be a woman about it or whatever about it. But it shouldn't be like when a man knows a woman, oh, you want your period. Ooh. Like it's life. It's just life. I have my cycle. It's life. I've been married for 12, 13 years now. And my husband, he'll go get my pads for me if I need him to. At first, when I first married him, I ain't getting your pads. I ain't getting them. But now, when I needed him to, because I was sick, I couldn't go. And he got them for me. And so I believe, like, men need to know. Even though he bought me the wrong ones, it was just he bought them for me. So I think they do need to know. They need to be educated. They need to know what type of pads to get. And now, it is what it is. But I think this is a good thing. I think this is a thing, that girls need to know. They don't need to be ashamed of it. It's just life. It's life. And life happens. And yeah, but while they're in there and then they're talking and Letitia is sitting down with her girls, they're writing down things about, if questions that they have. And then they get a knock at the door. Well, Maurice comes in and Maurice tells Tisha that he needs to see her. He needs to talk to her. And she was thinking what most women would think, what's going on? Maurice, and Marceau, all right? Because I would think the same thing if my brother, or my husband's brother came and got me at an event that he know that I'm throwing that's something special to me. And my husband's brother is like, hey, I need to talk to you. I'm like, what's wrong with my man? But in this case, it's not her man. It's not Marceau. It's Kimmy. And when I tell you, I could not stop crying. I couldn't. I was just like, because this is freaking real life. This is real freaking life. This is freaking life or death. You know what I'm saying? And I know you got to have your petty drama, but that mess don't mean nothing. Like, that, it's just like, so we arguing over breakfast? We arguing over bacon and eggs? Like, this is life. And one thing you can't get back, and the one precious gift that we all have is life. And that is why it's imperative for us to take care of our bodies and to find things, because doing those routine checkups, it helps. Because I remember I had a scare, you know what I'm saying? I'm checking my stuff and I found a lump, and I wasn't even 40 then. I was like, what, 34, 35? And that scared the crap out of me because, the doctors tell you that the age you're supposed to, start getting your mammograms is 40 years old. And that's when insurance will start covering you to have these mammograms. But I was like 34, 35. And I'm just like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? And I was nervous. I was scared. My husband was with me or whatever. But at the same time, I was going to my appointments by myself. You know what I'm saying? They squeezing my breasts together. You know what I'm saying? I was doing it by myself. And, he cared, and he was like, oh, it's going to be all right. Da, 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 da. But at the end of the day, I was like, man, this is life or death. I got my kids that I got to take care of. My mom, you know what I'm saying? My dad. You just start thinking about everything that you could possibly lose. And even though my mammogram, they said, girl, you just got lumpy breasts. But still, I still go get my mammogram. You know what I'm saying? I get this stuff checked out. Because even after you get your mammogram and you have a scare, they still require that you still go 3 more times afterwards just to make sure that everything is okay, to get your checkups or whatever, just to make sure it is what it is. And I just thank Jesus. I'm glad. But everybody is in my situation, just like Kimmy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like scary, and you don't want to be going around telling somebody, yeah, and if it's not anything, and she waited until she really got the results. And it's like, she was like, I got bad news. And she said, she found the lump. And as soon as she said, she said bad news, she said lump. That's all you had to say for Letitia. She just started crying. It's just like, dang, y'all over, for one last season, her and Kimmy up here fussing. Well, Letitia was fussing with Kimmy. And it's just like, dang, I'm fussing with this girl. And I ain't really had no reason to be fussing with this girl. Like, this stuff don't be meaning nothing. For real. Like, that's crazy. And even in the midst of all of that, Kimmy like, well, I brought Macy these pouches, you know what I'm saying? Because even got some little napkins in it. She even thinking about somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of strong people, they do that. They still are selfless people. Like, I knew I said I was going to come to this event. I knew I said I was going to make this and be there for these other people. And I need people to be there for me too. But I'll put myself to this, you know what I'm saying? I'll put myself to the side and I'll just be here for somebody else, even though I'm hurting on the inside. Man, you can't get no noble than that. And people, and then over the last couple weeks, like the last week, this freaking love and marriage gossip, people coming at Kimmy, talking about Kimmy wrong. I'm looking at her sideways. I'm like, Kimmy going through real life. Kimmy going through real life. And y'all over here mad because she said something about, she said, man, forget that mess. Like, that stuff don't even mean nothing at the end of the day. But it's just a lot. And nobody want to, man. And this girl got, and then it was sad because too, after they talked and Kimmy gave her the pouch and all this stuff, Letitia went back in. She couldn't get right. And her kids playing on the floor. And it's just sad. When you a woman, man, being a woman is something. Especially when you got kids, something could happen. You can leave your kids. It was this one situation I know. And I'm sorry to bring this. Because I get emotional because I think this lady, she was a friend of mine. And she ended up getting sick. She got cancer. And she had these little bitty babies. And I was just like, God, you got to leave your babies? That's hard. But anyway, yeah, I'm all in my feelings. And this is not about, it's just sad. And I just pray for Kimmy. I really do. I pray for Kimmy. I pray for her family. Anyway, y'all, it was Love and Marriage Huntsville. They're going to continue the messy drama next week. But that mess, Anyway, y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I know this one no review that y'all needed. It wasn't a whatever, but it is what it is. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all have a great day. Bye.